from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
COVID numbers continue to spike in Henrico as school system officials prepare to make a decision about returning in person and a new way for you to get involved with the Henrico Citizen. All coming up on today's Henrico News Minute for Monday, January 4th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
COVID-19 cases in Henrico County have not shown any signs of slowing in the new year. In fact, they've done quite the opposite. The county has experienced more than 620 new cases in the past 3 days and more than 800 in the past 4. That's an average of now 174 new cases each day during the past week, according to the Virginia Department of Health. The 4-day total of new cases in the county is by far the highest such number since the pandemic began in March. The county's 7-day positivity percentage among PCR testing encounters is up to 11.8% as of December 30th, and the figure for rapid tests in Henrico is up to 12.8% during the same time frame. Both of those percentages are still below the state average, which is more than 15% in each case. The good news is there's only been one death reported so far in 2021 in Henrico related to the virus and just 5 new hospitalizations. A larger portion of the COVID tests being conducted in Henrico County now are rapid tests, nearly 600 a day, compared with just more than 1,000 PCR tests each day in the county. Some Henrico students are scheduled to return to school in person 1 week from today, but those plans could be in jeopardy because of rising COVID numbers. The school system's health committee will meet today to determine whether those plans will remain intact or whether the starting date will be delayed a second time. Stay with HenricoCitizen.com today for an update on that news. Now, 2 of the key core indicators established by the Virginia Department of Health to assist school systems in analyzing COVID situations in their locality have increased dramatically since the school system decided in mid-November to delay its original return date of November 30th. At that time, the number of new COVID cases in the county per 100,000 people was at 216. It has since more than tripled to 659. The percentage of PCR tests that are positive during the past 14 days has nearly doubled from 5% to 9.7% in the same period of time. Next Monday's in-person return is scheduled for kindergarten, first and second grade students whose families have chosen to return them, while other elementary school students would return January 14th. Well, it's a new year, and today we at the Henrico Citizen are excited to announce a new platform through which we hope to reach our readers and supporters, and through which you can help shape our coverage. We are announcing today the launch of applications for our Henrico Citizen Advisory Board. The volunteer board will be designed to provide insight, discuss possible coverage topics, and supply feedback about prior coverage, as well as input about planned future coverage and thoughts about issues facing Henrico in general. You can visit henricocitizen.com/advisory board right now to learn a little bit more and to submit your application. We're seeking a board whose members collectively will reflect the diverse nature of the county, demographically, geographically, and in numerous other ways. We're inviting applicants from all walks of life who are open-minded and demonstrate mutual respect for diverse opinions. Board members will be expected to collaborate well together, but also be willing to challenge individual opinions or beliefs respectively and provide our staff and team of freelance writers with meaningful ideas and input. Applications are open to any Henrico citizens. The board ultimately will include as many as 15 members and will contain an equal number of members from each of the county's 5 magisterial districts. Again, that website to visit to apply or learn more is henricocitizen.com/advisory board, and we encourage you not only to visit yourself, but to share that link with anyone who you think may be interested or a good fit for such a board. Well, last week, the Henrico Division of Fire and Division of Police each named new chiefs of staff. Tom LaBelle will serve as the chief of staff for Henrico Fire, filling the newly created position immediately, while Barbara West will fill the same role for Henrico Police beginning January 16th. West joins Henrico Police after 26 years with the Chicago Police Department. She announced 2 months ago that she planned to retire from her position there as Deputy Superintendent in charge of the Office of Constitutional Policing and Reform. She was the third highest-ranking official in the Chicago Police Department and its highest-ranking woman, and was also the highest-ranking black woman in its history. In Henrico, she'll be responsible for the Professional Standards Unit, Public Information Office, and Personnel and Training. West had been appointed to her most recent role in Chicago a year ago. She was responsible for overseeing the implementation of more than 70 court-ordered reforms. In the summer, she created a community group to review the department's use of force policies. She joins Henrico at a time when the county's Board of Supervisors is weighing the creation of a civilian review board. In his new role, LaBelle will be responsible for providing strategic support and assisting in the coordination of internal sections of the Division of Fire. He joined Henrico Fire in 2018 as Deputy Chief of Community Risk Reduction. He's also held fire leadership positions in New York and elsewhere in Virginia. He was also the Executive Director of the New York State Association of Fire Chiefs. Today's Henrico News Minute is brought to you in part by Henrico County. How did Henrico County respond to the challenges of 2020? By taking bold steps to strengthen its connections with residents, businesses, and other stakeholders. That's one of the many takeaways from County Manager John Vitolkis' State of the County address. This year's presentation is all virtual due to COVID-19. To check it out, go to henrico.us and click the link at the top of the page. Connect with your county at henrico.us.